Picking your hero, your profession, and your attributes, strength, intelligence, all that. What will be the best thing for you to do? You can pick any hero you want. This is all up to personal preference when it comes to the lizardman, the half-elf, the dwarf, or the human. And you get to kind of customize them too, which is really cool. We couldn't do that in the previous beta, so pick whichever one you like the most. From a month and a half of me playing, you go through this game and you do dice roll checks. So you'll go to like discover something, or you'll steal from somebody, or you'll do a charisma check. All that goes off of what points you put in your attributes here, because you get additional dice rolls for anything associated with intelligence, anything associated with strength. Now, when you go and you pick your character, after that, it's going to say, what profession do you want? There's 4 different professions. There's like fighter, archaeologist, I can't remember the rest, but these professions actually really don't matter as well. I go with wisdom and intelligence because intelligence is the only thing in this game for cooking that actually makes a difference. If you have high strength, whenever you forge something, whenever you craft a material, you will get material back with having high strength. But that material is the basic ore. It's not the actual ore to where you're crafting your legendary gear or your epic gear. It's the very basic ore, which you go around and you find in the open world, and you have a huge supply of it. You don't need strength. And as far as all these other attributes go, when you come and you go through the open world, there will be checks for everything, but equal amounts. Like you'll do a check on dexterity while you're going through the game, constitution, charisma, equal amounts. And most times when you fail, really all times when you fail, you'll just have to do a little bit more of a fetch quest, or, you know, try to roll again. Basically, there's nothing that will stop you, that will impede you from continuing on in the game. So none of these really make a difference except for intelligence. Intelligence has to do with cooking your food. Other things in the game as well, intelligence will play out and give you additional roles and benefit you, right? But intelligence is the only thing that I've found in this game that really makes a difference. So when you go to your camp and you've gone around and you've collected some recipes to do cooking, you will actually unlock additional recipes that you didn't know because you have high intelligence, and you will make 2. So instead of just making 1, you're going to make 2 of whatever it is. And this is really good for beginning game all the way to end game, because you always want to have food active when you go into these battles. I'm going to make 1 here, and it's going to show you the dice roll. And look at the benefit I get. I'm going to get 4 for intelligence and +1 for cooking because of my archaeologist. And we got a special here. See, it gave me 1 additional because we rolled high enough. And then we got this special one as well. Now, you don't always get this special. This is just additional recipe, actually. Like, oh, I was cooking here and I just discovered if I put these things together, I get this sweet fruit wine. But now you've uncovered this, and it's going to be in your cooking recipe. So now you're going to learn how to do that. And you're going to be able to take all of these, which you can get all of these resources from vendors out in the open world, and just pick them as you move around. I've got a link down below to a Google Doc, and I'm going to have to update it. But all the vendors are in there, and then all the recipes are in this document as well. I don't know if they've changed anything since beta, but it's really good to reference this. If you need to cook something to get additional accuracy, to get additional resistance, HP, damage, all of that. There are some really good recipes. They go from rare to epic to legendary. And if you have high intelligence, you will unlock a lot of these, as well as get 2 for 1. And that's really important later on. Now, when you're cooking legendary, it is much harder. Like when I cook this is just the starting of the game, right? I'm on day 3 on the early server, which has nothing to do with the global server, but I had to roll 8 or higher. Now, when I'm cooking legendary food, it's going to tell me to roll like 15 or higher, but we've got a pretty good advantage with those additional +5 dice roll to hit that. And it's good. It's the best thing. Now, when I come over here, like I said, with strength, if you have additional strength, you're going to get just back iron ore. You're not going to get the actual resources to make epic and legendary and all this gear, which is what you want. You want the good stuff. You don't care about that. But let me know your thoughts on this down below if you played the previous beta. I know I've talked to a lot of people on this. I've done a lot of streams with it, and everybody came to the same consensus that intelligence is the way to go. You will have enough resources to level up something else, to get some other ones up higher. And I would kind of like get to everything up +1 maybe once you have your intelligence high enough. I don't know if I can bring this intelligence up even higher than 19, but if I can, I will, because like I said, cooking is everything to me. Those are really strong to use to get through dungeons, to help you get that legendary gear later on, to farm it, to beat the world bosses, to get, rank high on those bosses so that you can get really high on the leaderboards and get really extra rewards. This is important to do. So intelligence to me is the best thing. So it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter which hero you pick or really what profession, but I think the archaeologist profession does do that additional cooking. Knowledge of cooking ingredients. I'm not sure if this gave me that +1 for cooking or if just I had high enough intelligence that it gave me this. I think it's archaeologist. So if you can, try to pick archaeologist. If not, it's okay. Just make sure you level up your intelligence. Get that up high enough and start cooking the food. And look down below in that Google document. You'll see all the recipes and you'll see all the vendors if you want to go get certain materials instead of going through their open world. It's the best thing to do. Once you have enough extra gold, you'll go to all these vendors every day. Once they reset, you'll buy up all the resources you need to do cooking. You'll come over here and cook and you will be set. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you all in a video soon.